Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and let's get into the video. So on Friday market was closed and you can clearly see here that for the previous week we have only got 3 trading days, and in that 3 trading days it continuously trades above that round level 41,000, and you can clearly see here that market continuously took resistance from that trend line and also continuously took support from that trend line. So it needs to close above that for taking any kind of buying trade, and my suggestion would be for this week, if it trades above 14,600 or 550, which previously act as a major resistance level, then we can start some buying trade here, and target will be around 42,000 as I said. So in weekly candle chart, it kinds of look positive to me, but it needs to trade say above 41,200 or 150 or trade above the trend line. Then after that we can decide for taking any kind of buying trade. Now let's look into one day candle chart for identifying any kind of trend or any kind of trade. In one day candle chart, you can clearly see that market continuously goes upwards from the last 5 to 6 days, and it also trades above the trend line, which is previously act as a major resistance level, which is 40,850, and right now it trades above 41,000 level. And also you can clearly see here that that gap which previously was pending, then this week it filled that gap. So if you wanted to take trade for buying, then it needs to closes above that resistance level, which is 41,250 to 300 level. So if on Monday market opens gap up or opens flat or trades above 14,150 or 200 and shows positive movement, then you can immediately took trade for buying, and our first target will be round level 14,500, next target will be 14,670. But let's assume that if it opens gap down, then it needs to closes below that support level which previously act as a major resistance level, which is 40,850. If it closes below that, then after that we can start selling pressure here, and target will be around 40,600 to round level 40,500. Now let's look into 15-minute candle for identifying any kind of buying or selling trade. In 15-minute candle, you can clearly notice here that on expiry day market opens flat and it continuously goes down and immediately took support from that 40,800 level, which previously also act as a major support level. So for taking any kind of selling trade, it needs to closes below that support level, which is 40,800 to 850. Then after that we can decide for taking any kind of selling trade, and target will be around 40,600 to 550. Next target will be 40,400. But it may be happen that if it opens gap up or if it trades above 41,200, which made high around expiry day, so if it trades above that by opening flat or opening gap up and shows positive movement, then you can expect some buying trade here. Target will be around 41,600 to 41,800. And it may be happen that market opens flat, then it may be go sideways. Then after that, if it trades above 41,150, because we have continuously seen selling pressure around that zone, so if it trades above that by opening flat or going sideways, then after that we can decide for taking any kind of buying trade. And you can clearly notice that one trend line also running here, so you can also took trade for selling if it trades below that trend line. So for taking any kind of buying trade or selling trade, we need to identifying any kind of trend line or any kind of support resistance. Then you can easily decide where you can take trade for buying, where you can take trade for selling. So that's all about Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty in weekly candle chart. Then after that we'll going to look into one day candle and 15-minute candle chart. In weekly candle chart, Nifty also looks positive to me, and it continuously took support from the trend line, and from the last 2 weeks it continuously took support from that 70,000 level, and right now it trades around 7,600. So my suggestion would be let it closes above 7,670 or 80. Then after that we can take trade for buying for the week, and target will be around round level 18,000. And also if it trades above the trend line, as I said in Bank Nifty, if it also trades above the trend line, then you can take trade for buying. So in weekly candle chart, it looks positive to me. You can consider it for buying if it shows any kind of positive movement or any kind of strong positive movement. Now let's look into one day candle chart. In one day candle chart, you can clearly see that Nifty also fills that gap, and right now it trades around that resistance zone, which is 70,600. So on Monday, if it opens flat or opens gap up, and if it trades above 7,650 or 670 and shows positive movement, then you can consider it for buying, and target will be around 7,800. But if it opens gap up around 7,750 or 7,800 and shows any kind of negative movement in just 5 or 15 minutes, then you can expect some selling pressure here. Target will be around 7,600. So in one day candle chart, it also looks positive to me. So if it opens gap up or opens flat and shows positive movement, then you can consider it for buying. In 15-minute candle, you can clearly see that on expiry day market opens gap down, then it after that it continuously took support from that 17,500 level. So that round level may act as a major support level So if it opens a gap down or if it trades below 17,550 and shows any kind of negative movement, then you can take trade for selling by putting stop loss around that higher side, and our fast target will be round level 7,500. If it breaks that, then our next target will be 7,450 to 440. But it may be happen that if it opens a gap up above 17,650 or 640 and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can expect some buying trade here. As I said in one candle chart, our target will be around 7,800. So that's all about Bank Nifty and Nifty. If you wanted to take trade in Bank Nifty options, then you need to look into Bank Nifty components. In Bank Nifty components, our first bank will be HDFC Bank, and in HDFC Bank, you can clearly see here that from the last 6 to 7 days, it continuously shows positive movement here, and it may not be sustained around the higher side, because if market wanted to goes up, then it may be goes up by showing any kind of negative movement. But from the last 7 to 8 days, it continuously goes up, and right now it trades around that higher side. But if it opens a gap up or opens flat and shows any kind of negative movement, then it may be show some rapid selling pressure here, and target we can set to round level 1640. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. In ICICI Bank, you can clearly see that it tried to close above that 885 level or 80 level, but it could not sustain there. Right now it trades around 875. So for if in this week, if it trades below 870 and shows any kind of negative movement, then you can expect some selling pressure here. Target will be around 860. But if it opens a gap up above 880 or trades above 880 and shows positive movement, then you can take trade for buying. Target will be around 880 to round level around 900. Now let's look into SBI Bank. In SBI Bank, it continuously trades in that range, which is 530 to 520. On expiry day, it tried to close above that 530, but it could not sustain there. But if on Monday it opens flat or opens gap up, and if it trades above 530, then you can expect some buying trade here, and target will be around 535 to round level 540. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. In Kotak Bank, you can clearly see that it continuously took resistance from that 1760 level. So on Monday, if it opens gap up or if it trades above or sustains above that 1760 level, then shows any kind of positive movement, then we will going to take trade for buying, and target we can set around 1780. But if it opens gap down or if it opens large gap up and shows negative movement, then you can take trade for selling also. Target we can set to round level 1740. Now let's look into Axis Bank. In Axis Bank, you can clearly see that market continuously took resistance from that 870 level, and right now it trades around 850. So previously we have seen support level from that 840. So if it continuously goes down on Monday and shows any kind of negative movement, then our next target will be round level 840. But if it opens a gap up or trades above 860 in this week, then shows any kind of positive movement, then you can take trade for buying also. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. In IndusInd Bank, you can clearly see that market opens flat and continuously took support from that 1060 level. So my suggestion would be, if it trades above 1085 or 1090 1 second and shows any kind of positive movement, then you can take trade for buying, and our target will be round level 1100 to round level 1120. So that's all about today, guys. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share it. And if you have any kind of doubt, then let me know in the comment box.